comes from our buddies at the Bleacher Report. They like to do things. And when you get to June and you start to OTAs and mini camps or wherever, you're starting to look for lists and things and, crystal ball stuff, throw ideas out there and stuff. Well, they come up with 5 NFL trades that should happen before camps open in 2022. And the only reason I bring it up is that one of the trades happened to involve a Dallas Cowboy. And so, we like to, in the media, when you want to kind of get some numbers, generate some interest, what do you talk about the Cowboys, right? Mm-hmm. Talk about the Cowboys, LeBron, Michael Jordan, whatever you want to do. But in this case, though, the Bleacher Report does include a trade that the Cowboys should make. So I'll run through real quickly the other trades, and then we'll talk about this particular Cowboy trade. The number one trade they want to see is Jimmy Garoppolo go to the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, it's pathetic from Carolina if they do that.
Yeah. Well,
you already tried to trade for a guy. It's not working out. Quit trying to trade for cast-offs and do it the right way.
Well, Garoppolo is set to make a whopping $24.2 million this season, the final year of a 5-year deal. It's at $137 million. That deal seemed like a lot back then. Now it's just kind of like, good job, way to go. But, the 49ers aren't even sold. They might not be sold on Trey Lance as their quarterback of the future, as some reports might indicate. So maybe it might be a little bit of a cost for Carolina to pull that one off. But still, the Carolina Panthers reaching out to the 49ers and trying to get Jimmy Garoppolo. Terry McLaurin, how about going from the Commanders, going to the Baltimore Ravens?
Ooh.
Now, the Commanders have come out and said that they're not going to trade Terry McLaurin.
Which any smart team says, even if they maybe would be down to trade a guy like Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, well, they've that's the thing that, the Ravens are one of those teams that just seems like that they're always hunting wideouts. And so
they're swinging and missing quite a bit.
That's the thing that I always I wonder, because there's some teams that really can evaluate positions, and it doesn't appear that the Ravens do a very good job of evaluating wide receivers. They've kind of hit.
I don't think they want them either.
What, Terry McLaurin?
They don't want to pay a wide receiver in Baltimore.
Yeah, well, then keep swinging and missing, and then trying to figure out about your quarterback situation with guys.
Yeah, they're just going to run it and throw to the tight ends.
Yeah, well, that's if that's going to be your plan, then you know what? Then that's fine. But that's how that quarterback has to play. Make sure then you got the line taken care of. Make sure you have the running backs taken care of. But trying to get him a wide receiver, at least get him one wide receiver, might help. How about real quickly, DK Metcalf to the Packers for that one?
Man, I don't know that I could see those two teams dancing together, but if I was DK or if I was Aaron Rodgers, I'd love that.
How about this next trade then? Robert Quinn going back to the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, see, I was thinking when you said Cowboys involved in a trade, I was thinking maybe they think that the Cowboys should be trading for Robert Quinn.
Yeah.
But with the Rams, the Rams are always looking to add talent, so that makes plenty of sense. They didn't get Von Miller to come back. So maybe,
there's no way they could really fit that under the cap, right?
Well,
there's always a way.
They might not, they might not be flush with that. But we always talk about the Rams and money and stuff like that. It doesn't seem like it seems like they've got it printed going on in the back. But the Rams also they do have they hold a second and third round pick in the 2023 draft, and so maybe that could entice the Bears to give up on Quinn. Okay, here's the fifth and final trade that the Bleacher Report proposes. They would like the Cowboys to trade Tyron Smith to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the reasoning they say is Smith has anchored the Cowboys' offensive line for over a decade. Despite what he's proven to the club in terms of on-field production, locker room leadership, Smith's tenure in Dallas could soon be at an end.
That was ship with a P.
Ship,
there, Lucas.
Ship.
Yeah,
leader.
Brought us to freak you out a little bit.
I will. My pronunciation isn't always great. Smith has been productive on the field. He's made 8 Pro Bowls in his career and just appearing in 11 games. He made his 8th one. So his spotty availability, rising cost, and his available replacement could render him expendable. So,
it's an asset on a sharp decline while the team is not going for it. It's kind of like the Houston Rockets. They're like, well, I know we got this good player, but we're not going for it. And, how much longer is he going to be good? Do our timelines match? And when they don't, I can't be sure Tyron Smith is going to be good in 2023 and 2024. I think now might be the last opportunity you have to get some sort of a good draft asset for him.
Yeah, Smith is 31 years old guy. Seems like he's
young, but he went through a bad run of injuries.
He has.
And they're not the kind of injuries that you say goodbye to forever.
Yeah, he's missed 20 games over the past 2 campaigns. He hasn't played a full season since 2016. He's due to make $13.5 million, which is actually a deal if he were to play the whole season, but we know that he can't do that. And he's due to make $13.6 in 2022. That's the final 2 seasons of an 8-year, $97 million contract. But it's not, as we said here, it's not a high amount for a left tackle. But, you think about, with the Cowboys drafting Tyler Smith at 24, that Dallas has its heir apparent at the left tackle spot. So
yeah, they're tipping their hand there.
But what they're saying is that you can get, and this is what's interesting, and see if this works for you guys. Dallas might not field many offers for Smith because of the concerns about his health, but there is a precedent for aging tackles to return a decent haul of draft capital. Trent Williams at 31 years old, he netted a third and a fifth is what you'd say, round picked. Dwayne Brown was traded for a second and a third when he was 32 years old. So would you guys, people are thinking that maybe just getting a third for Smith would be a win.
Yeah, it would. For me, it would, because you already have that's the big thing. You already have the Tyron Smith replacement in Tyler Smith, so it makes it so much. It just makes it like a no-brainer. Now we know from the people that you've talked to, Bronis, Tyron Smith is not going to play along with
my
this.
guy said that he would likely retire if you tried to trade him. Now, what makes sense for the Steelers is they had the 26th rated offensive line. That's according to Pro Football Focus. And so Dan Moore Jr. was their left tackle, and he wasn't very, very good.
Let me say this real quick. If a team wants to trade for him, they believe in his health, and with that contract, it shouldn't be third, fourth, fifth rounder. It should be second or a 1. Because if you believe in him, and we have him on a very team-friendly contract, if he's coming to you and you think he's going to play 16 games at that salary, then I'd want a little bit more draft compensation than a 3, but I would take it if they played back hard at me.
I tell you what, I think you make an excellent point. If you look at his age, okay, if you really believe in that and you're thinking, we're not going to have a guy on the board in the second round that's better than Tyron Smith.
No, he's a Pro Bowler.
So you might as well flip that and go for it. And if you're gonna get your guy that's young and it's on a great contract. So the Bleacher Report as one of the top 5 trade ideas was Tyron Smith to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Gavin's hoping for a 2. He'll take a 3 right now.
That's right.
And then Tyler Smith will play your left tackle spot for you right now.